Disclaimer: English is not my native language, so I will add subtitles at the bottom to make it easier to understand. Don't be gay and having hostile, or maybe even a virgin. I'll come back to this later. I has re-watching the first season of Hasbin Hotel and Helluva Boss and noticed an interesting connection between the sinners and the winners. So let's get into the video. As we know, Viviane Medrano, aka Visipop, the creator of Helluva's, draws from many different sources to create the series, especially the monologues like the Ars-Goetia, Judeo-Christian religion, the Bible, and medieval texts like the Divine Comedy by Dante Alighieri. A lot of discussion happens both within and outside Hasbin universe, with fans wondering what a human soul must do to go to heaven or hell. And I'm here to try to solve this mystery. To begin, a summary of the Divine Comedy, which basically follows Dante and Virgil's journey through the afterlife, from hell to purgatory, and then to paradise, to reunite with his beloved Beatrice. The book describes which area of hell, divided into circles and rings, much like hell in the Helluva Boss, and explain why which soul is there. In this video, I want to focus on the seventh circle of hell, the circle of violence. It includes those violent against God, nature, and art. Include the sodomites. Well, we come to back later. Now let's take the best-selling book of all time, the Bible. In both and the Old Testaments, there are some several passages condemning the same-sex relation. Portrayal Sodom has abominable, sinful. Some examples. Old Testament: you shall not lie with a male as with a woman. It's abomination. Leviticus 20:13. If a man lies with a male as with a woman, both of them have committed abomination. They shall surely be put to death. They blood burden. New Testament, Romans 1:26-27. Because of this, God gave them over the shameful lust. Even the woman extended the natural sexual relations for unnatural ones. In the same way, the man also abounded the natural relations with a woman, and her inflamed with the lust for one another. Men committed shameful acts with another man, and received in themselves to do penalty for the error. Corinthians 6:9-10. Or do you don't know that wonders will not inherit in the kingdom of God? You not be deceived, neither the sexual immorals, nor idolaters, nor adulterers, not men who have sex with men, nor thieves, nor greedy, nor drunkards, nor slanderers, nor swindlers will inherit in the kingdom of God. There are more biblical passages, but I think that point is already clear. What I wanted to show. This here my theory begins. To enter paradise instead of being a good person, you must be heterosexual and possibly not a virgin either. I am based this on characters like Adam, serpents, and Niffty. In the episode over 2, we are introduced to Adam, the first man, and as seen in the Amazon Prime series, Adam is basically a character of a straight man, talking all the time about the cock, besides of interesting things that could fit here. For example, in the same episode when Charles shows a presentation paper with a rainbow drawing, a symbol of the LGBT community, Adam immediately cuts her off and starts singing a house forever. Okay, I might be scratching it, but one line in the show says the rules are black and white, the same colors of the straight pride flag. Okay, next point. And another clue could be the character Veg, the Charles' girlfriend and the fallen angel. In the episode Welcome to Heaven, Woods tell to Veg,
"Their love is vile and blasphemous."
Just like in the Bible and the Divine Comedy. Now about serpents. If you are more familiar with Hasbin universe beyond the main shows and paid attention at the first season, you might be wondering, but he went ascend to heaven, and in interviews and promotional materials, VisiPop revealed that Serpent has been, and you are right. Throughout the series, we see Serpentos like a cherry bomb. At the end of season 1, when he confessed his feelings and kissed her, he died again. In a way, he became straight from Heaven's perspective by falling in love with a woman, and that's why he has accepted into paradise. This could explain why the characters in the series says are impossible good to have, because it's impossible stop to be gay. And my other point, maybe besides being straight, you also couldn't be a virgin either. I based this on Niffty and partly Serpents. She's the only confirmed heterosexual in Hasbin hostel. After all, his sexuality is such a strong presence in the show, then the absence of it might also mean something. Before anything else about Niffty, I want to go deep into theories of detailed analysis here. That could be a whole video on its own, but there is something important. Understand the history context that may have spurred her. Niffty has born around 1920s and the 1930s, and she died in the 1950s at 20 years old. And there is something that interesting. This has the real-world era, when concept of the nuclear family has heavily promoted the perfect image of the housewife, mother, breadwinner, father, well-behaved children, woman held out for a young age to clean, cook care of the home, and be submissive and modest, so they could find a husband. Another important aspect of the American society at that time has the idea of male premarital virginity. Being a virgin has a symbol of moral purity and often a requirement for marriage. I think that is enough for now to get the general idea of my points. And now, to wrap it up, there are two possible endings I imagine for Hasbin Hotel. First idea, just for context, in Italy there are very important paintings, the Ceiling of Sistine Chapel, painted by Italian Renaissance artist Michelangelo Buonarroti. If you don't know, it's the same ceiling with the Rite of Eden, but the part that matters for my analysis and theories is the Last Judgment, especially the right side of the scene. Starting from the bottom right, we can see cave-like extract representing the hell, with souls coming out and surrounded by deformed human figures, some with monstrous and animal-like features. Moving up, still on the right, angels violent, stop soulful ascend to heaven, push and punch they down. Okay, interesting detail here, a scared man with no visible deformities, stand alone on the ground, surrounded by a snake. Also, he covers one eye, and in both versions of Serpento's head, there are one eye. Going even higher, we see the redeemed Connor. Her figures close to Jesus and Virgin Mary are gathered among them. There are scenes of men hugging and kissing, ascending to heaven as part of the saved. I think the series might go into this direction, somehow with characters like angels, winners, Emmy, or even God realizing this and change the rules, allowing queer, gay, and virgin people into heaven. Second idea, there are no way or real desire to change the rules about who goes to heaven or hell, so everyone just accepts it, leading to maybe the real heaven has the friends we made along the way. Well, these are some theories, analyses, and guesses about the show. I hope this video entertains you or at least has interesting. This was my first video, so leave a like, subscribe and share so we can keep going.